In this video, we will see code implementation. Now let's quickly check the code implementation of this problem. So here I have one function solve queens, right? And I am completing this code. So first of all, I will take one board. So board will be new array of n dot fill, and I will fill it with again one 2D array, right? So I will basically map it, right? And inside this map, right, what I will do, I will simply say fill with the array of size n dot fill it with zeros, right? And this I will complete. So this is how I will fill it. Basically, my complete board, right? It will be board of n cross n with all zeros. Okay. Now I will create one result where I will pass the answer, an empty array. And now let's first create an isSafe function. So I will create isSafe function, right? Function is safe that has board, row, and column. Now in this I will check, is there any direct attack from the top? So how I will check it? I will simply start from I equals to row, right? And I will move to the top, right? And I will check is if there is already one placed queen, simply return false. So if board row, comma, sorry, not row, this will be board I, comma, column. If it is equals to 1, return false. So see here, basically I'm starting from the row and I'm going to the top, right? So I will change, column will be fixed, right? Column will be fixed. Now I'm checking the attack from the top left, right? So how I will check? I have now row, I is equals to row, and I have I equals to column. So J equals to put column, okay? And I will say I will go at the top, right? Greater than equals to 0, and J will also move to the left. And what I will do I minus minus, comma, J minus minus, right? Let me check. I is equals to row, J equals to column, I greater than equals to 0. Yes. Once this is done, again, if I am able to find anything, I will simply return false. The only thing I need to change here, instead of column, it will be J, because that is not fixed here. Okay. Similarly, I will check the attack from the right. I will check the attack from the right. How I will check? Same thing. Only in the right, the column should not be greater than equals to 0. It should be less than n, right? And it should be j plus plus. Okay, done. This is the only thing that we need to do. And apart from this, everything is same, right? Board of I comma j is equals to 1. Okay. Now, if all the things are like there is no anything from these the 3, right? If not returning false, not returning false, not returning false. Now I can say return true. That means you are safe. The position of the queen is safe. So this is all about our is safe function. Now let's check the board function, right? So I will create function solve, right? Where I will pass the board and I have the row. Inside what I will do, I will check if my row is equals to n. That means I have found the solution. If my row is, then what I will do, I will create a board. So I will call this function create board with this board, right? And I will simply return from there, right? And then what I will do, I will check for let I equals to, I will check for all columns, I less than n, I plus plus. If the position is safe, so I will call is safe function board with the row and I is equals to safe. That means simply board is safe, board row comma I. So here we don't need to pass this like this. See, board row comma I can directly copy this. So we'll simply say, right, instead of column we have I, because I stands for the column, right? That's the. So I will check if it is a safe or not. If it is safe, Then what I will do, this is for loop and this is for function. Okay. So if it is safe, I will say board of row, comma, I equals to 1. I will do the change and I will call the function again with board and row plus 1. Board. Once this is done, what I will do? I will say board with, suppose when I am doing 1, I am not able to find the solution. So I will say whatever the change I have done, I will simply undo that change with 0. So this is done about our solve function, right? Now here I have created a create board function, right? To create the board, and that you can also create it. That's a very simple. Okay. So now let's quickly check that one too. So the function create board, what I will do, I will simply take the board and I will create a new board. So let new board equals to, I will create new array of n, and I will fill it with this one, and I will say dot map, and there will be an array n dot fill, and with this dot. So basically we can create only a single board, right? But to explain you, I have put 1 and 0. The here also we can do the change. We can put q, we can put dot. So we don't need to create any new function create board. But to make it clear, to make it 1 and 0 is more better. So that's why I am creating like this. Okay. So this will be our this one, right? Now what I will do, wherever there is 1, I will simply make it q. Okay. You can do a short form of it here. Instead of 1, you can simply direct do a q. That is also possible. Okay. So now what I will do, I will simply run a loop for let I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, for let j equals to 0, j less than n, j plus plus, right? And if my board of I comma j is equals to 1, what I will do, I will simply say my new board that I have created, I comma j is equals to the queen. Q. Done. This is the only thing that I need to done. And this for loop is done here. Now what I will do, just I will push it. So result, I guess result v I have created. Yes, result dot push. I will simply push it the new board. But see, I am passing the new board. So I need to do one thing, that my row will not be an array, it will be an string. So I will simply map row with the row dot join. So row dot join, I will do it. That's the only thing. And now what you need to do, after everything, in the very last, you will call your function solve board with 0, and you will return the result. So see, we don't need to do like these things. You can directly put q here, and instead of 0, you can put dot here. That is also one possibility you can easily do. You can reduce the space just to make it the concepts clear a bit more. That's why I have put it with 1 and 0. But we can do it like this as well. Okay. So that's all for this problem. I hope you got a complete clarity of n queens. That's a tough problem in Leetcode, but now you are able to solve it. Okay. So in the next video, I will give you the dry run of this code.